attacks itself. In the case of myasthenia gravis, it attacks the muscles. It doesn't, this is the most fundamental thing I could tell you guys about autoimmune diseases. It doesn't matter where that autoimmune disease shows up as far as healing and reversing the process. It doesn't matter if it's the muscles, the pancreas, the joints, the thyroid, the skin. It doesn't matter where it is. It matters that it is. It matters that the immune system has somehow turned on itself. The main reason why this occurs is because things get into the blood that shouldn't be into the blood. The only way things get into the blood inappropriately is through the mouth. They could be injected theoretically, but for the most part, things get into the blood through the digestive system, through foods. So first and foremost, Rob, focus on problem foods. Nobody has an autoimmune disease that has not first had a digestive problem for years. It doesn't just happen. Autoimmune disease is a degenerative disease process. It occurs over the course of time, and it begins with digestive problems. So first thing you want to do, and this is not just for Rob in Canada, this is for everybody who's dealing with autoimmunity. And the worse it is, the more critical this is to do. Start by fasting. Take 2 days off from food. Just drink, if you absolutely can't stop eating food, drink chicken soup or something bland, beyond tangy tangerine or lemon juice. The less you put in your body, the better off you'll be. Simply by fasting. Just by fasting for 2 days, you're going to start to notice a reduction in your autoimmune symptoms. Now, you're going to have to eventually start eating again, and as you start eating, you want to do something called the mono diet. That's where you spend all day just eating one type of food, and try to pick your favorite food. Spend all day eating cheese if you like cheese, or spend all day eating bread if you like bread, or spend all day eating ice cream if you like ice cream, or whatever your favorite food is. That's usually going to be, or that's one of the most likely suspects to be causing a problem. And you'll know it's a problem because when you start eating that food, you're going to feel like crap again. Your autoimmune symptoms will come back, whatever they are. You'll start to notice that you got more inflammation, and then you'll know that's a food that you have to eliminate. And then the next day you do the same thing with another kind of food, and you keep doing this until you start to eliminate all your foods, and you find foods that you can eat. Then you stick with those foods. In general, the less food you eat, the lower, the more reduced your autoimmune symptoms are going to be. So eating less food and eliminating problem foods are the first step to reversing autoimmunity. The second thing you want to do is you want to start patching up the digestive system. Rob, get yourself on the Z Radical. It's wonderful for patching up the digestive system, and it has the bonus effect of stimulating the immune system. Aloe juice, noni juice, that can also do it. I would be using digestive enzymes after all meals. I'd be using apple cider vinegar after all meals, and I'd be using at least 80 billion units a day of the Nightly Essence product from Youngevity. That is 80 billion units of bacteria a day, multiple strains of bacteria. If you don't want to use the Nightly Essence, just find another product that has multiple strains of bacteria and that can supply you with 80 billion units a day. Then get yourself on fermented foods. Make sure you're using sauerkraut, fermented beets, kimchi, miso. Anything that's a fermented food is going to help with the digestive tract. Use your bone soup as the main source of protein. It's liquid protein. It's easy to absorb protein. And it also has wonderful immune-boosting nutrients in there as well. They call it Jewish penicillin because it actually acts as a natural antibiotic and can help support the immune system. And then last but most certainly not least, you want to use anti-inflammatory nutrients. Vitamin E is probably the most important of the anti-inflammatory nutrients. I'd be using 400 international units a day of vitamin E. And then vitamin C is also a very important anti-inflammatory nutrient. I'd be using 5 to 10 grams of vitamin C a day. And last but most certainly not least, anything you could do to build glutathione. Glutathione is the body's primary immune system chemical, primary cancer fighter, primary detoxifier, primary antioxidant. And anything you could do to support glutathione building is going to be in your interest. If you can, ideally, you can actually get glutathione intravenously, and that's a great way to support the immune system, great way to deal with cancer. If you don't want to go all out and have glutathione injections or glutathione intravenous put into your body intravenously, you can build glutathione by using glutamine supplements, by using NAC supplements. I'd be using around 400 milligrams a day of NAC. That stands for N-acetylcysteine. You could buy that at a health food store. And also maybe 4 or 5 grams. That's a teaspoon of glutamine powder. And then also sulfur and selenium to help activate that glutathione. MSM sulfur, maybe 3 grams. That's 3,000 milligrams a day. And then maybe around 400 to 600 micrograms of the OPC selenium a day. Rob, if you do even 50% of what I just told you, especially the fasting, and especially noticing the problem foods and eliminating those problem foods, you should start to notice a reduction in your symptoms. And once those symptoms, this is very important about autoimmunity. Once you start to beef up the immune system, once you start to eliminate the symptoms and the inflammation, the body will take care of it, the healing process itself. You don't have to do anything to help the body heal. It's in the body's nature to heal, but what you do have to do is eliminate anything that is getting into the body that's preventing the healing process from kicking in, and make sure you're supporting the healing process with good nutrition. And then I should tell you, last but most certainly not least, make sure that you're getting on a good protein supplement like the One World Whey, which can be very, very helpful for the immune system as long as you don't have any digestive issues. Is that okay, Rob?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. God bless and good luck. All right, let's see. We get one more call in here. Karen in Ohio, got about a minute. What's going on?
Hi, yeah, my dad has metastatic bone cancer in his spine, just diagnosed, and it's very painful. Painkillers are not helping, and now he has constipation. So
Karen,
what does this do? What kind of supplements he should be on?
There's a lot you could do, but I'm not going to be able to tell you in 5 or 10 seconds, which is all we have left. If you call back tomorrow, I'll be glad to help you out. In general, you want to regard cancer as a fast-moving system. Anything you do to slow the body down is going to help. That means fasting, and that means deep breathing techniques. You can also use intravenous nutrition, as I was talking about with Rob, intravenous glutathione, intravenous vitamin C, intravenous B complex, intravenous magnesium can also be helpful. But if you call back tomorrow, Karen, I'll be glad to give you more information about cancer. All right, thanks so much for joining us, friends. Tomorrow we'll continue talking about peptides and peptides in skincare. And check out my blog, pharmacistben.com. Got a good post on iodine that should be up today. That's all the time we have for today. I am Pharmacist Ben. You've been listening to The Bright Side. You all have a wonderful, beautiful day. We will talk to you later. Bye for now.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit, then carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
The experts at Web.com want to build your business a successful website for free, just like we did for these current Web.com customers.
We've used and looked at other website designers, but there's nobody better than Web.com.
Web.com can build your website in as little as 7 days free. Plus, we'll promote it on all the major search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing. If after 30 days you're happy, we'll continue to provide promotion, hosting, support, and maintenance, all for one low monthly fee. If not, cancel and pay nothing.
If you're in business today and you don't have a web presence, you won't be taken seriously.
Call right now and you'll also get a free .com or .net domain name for your new website powered by VeriSign, the world's leading domain name provider.
Call 800-297-0154. That's 800-297-0154.
No upfront charge for site build, after which ongoing fees apply. Rights to site are relinquished when canceled. Domain